the pastoralist leaders coming from 15 counties, 107 members of Senate and the National Assembly, 15 governors, 15 senators, speakers, deputy governors, all assembled here. They came up with a resolution. First, it is on peace and security as the anchor to development. Your Excellency, I think you may not talk about it, but for those of us who have been in Parliament now long enough, I think this government has achieved enough in North Rift, in Upper Eastern, in Northern Kenya, that today the guns are silent. This is as a result of investment and also commitment by your leadership. So for that reason, the only thing we want to ask is development for peace. So that as soon as the guns are silent, let us do small things that brings youth on board, elders on board, so that we are able to develop prosperous societies in this region. Your Excellency, the second issue is on investment in the livestock economy. For those of us sitting in Parliament, this financial year, you gave us $1 billion. That has never happened in the history of Kenya. It is something others will say is small, but for many of us, we celebrate it because nobody has ever thought about the livestock or the pastoralist economy. So for that reason, going forward, Your Excellency, let livestock breeding, rearing be part of the economy. Because if we do that, then it means we are taking cognizance of 15 counties where people, that is their mainstay, the mainstay of the economy. Honorable Your Excellency, yes, I engage the Speaker a lot. Your Excellency, the other issue is on education. Honorable Farah said, today in the ASAL, we have 1.5 million children out of school. What we want to ask of your government is the continuation of boarding schools in the ASALs and also the continuation of a school feeding program. On Nakonek, at the beginning, I think there was the thinking that Nakonek was going to help in the ASAL. But in the last 10 years or so, the mandate of Nakonek has been gradually changed from addressing education in the ASAL to addressing pockets of vulnerabilities in all of Kenya. In the process, we as ASAL have suffered. For that reason, let Nakonek remain in its original mandate. Your Excellency, the fourth issue is about infrastructure. Water is the problem in the ASAL. If we have water, then the animals will not die. People will not migrate from their villages. They will not migrate to neighboring counties. That is an economical, it is a serious source of pollution. So for that reason, we want to ask for solar mini grids that will provide clean energy and also renewable source of energy. On road infrastructure, Your Excellency, we are looking at the issue of LAPSSET. LAPSSET, just like the road Isiolo-Moyale, is a game changer. When I was joining Parliament in 2013, it used to take me almost 24 hours to travel from Marsabit to Nairobi. a distance of just close to 700 kilometers. Today, it just takes me 8 hours. That is how infrastructure, particularly in road, is a game changer. So for that reason, Your Excellency, we want or we request you to look at LAPSSET. LAPSSET as a major development, because today Lamu Port is completed. But if there's no road to evacuate goods out of the Lamu Port, then it means we may have made an investment that we are not ready to use it properly. Your Excellency, I just want to touch on only 2 issues. First is community land. Land as a factor of production is a very important bit of resource. The 10 FDC counties actually occupy 65% of Kenya land mass, just 10 counties. If you add the other 5, they occupy close to 75 to 80%. That is enormous resource. If it is fully aggregated, that there is ownership, and we can master how to use that land. Your Excellency, finally, it is on Equalization Fund. Article 204 is very clear on Equalization Fund. But downstream, Equalization Fund has really changed. It has really changed from what it was in 2010 to what it is in 2024. We have penny-pocketed that money. We are addressing pockets of vulnerabilities and disadvantages. So for that reason, Your Excellency, we want you to look at the issue of Equalization Fund again afresh. If you bring anything to Parliament that will favor us as pastoralists, we will indeed support it. Finally, Your Excellency, as politicians, I think many of us have worked with you. You are accessible, you are listening, President. Indeed, you are also a kind man, for that matter. I think many of us, even today, we are able to tell you 1 or 2 things, and a few days later they happen. We are not believers in the social media. I think we are believers in real facts and day-to-day happening that will change the face of this country and the destiny of its people. Finally, the issue of SHA and also housing. My colleagues, leaders have spoken that before me. But if anybody needs health care, housing, it is the people in the ASAL. Our people still live in very rudimentary dwellings that, in the natural sense, in the 21st century, it is humanly not habitable. But indeed, you have proposed that. Let the naysayers say no, but for many of us, I think we are on board, and we are ready to work with you and support your presidency because it is ours. With those many remarks, I thank you, Your Excellency.